Good morning. Hi there. How's it going?
I am here today with Mary Wagner. She is a candidate for State Rep District 8, which is everything from Wailuku down to Kahakuloa, Central Maui at least. And we're going to walk story. Thanks for joining us today, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. Could you just tell us a little bit about your background? What are your ties to Maui? What makes you want to run for State Rep?
Well, my story's pretty long because I've lived a lot of life and I've had a lot of experiences. But basically, I've been living in my district for over 20-some years. And I moved to Maui because of a job transfer from, HPD, Honolulu PD to Maui PD. That was back in '97. So I came here because of my job, and then I found home. This is home for me, and I love Wailuku. I love being here because it's the heart of Maui. It's where everything happens. It's the heart of our community, our island. And again, it's where I live, it's where I work, and where I have been for over 20-some years. My son grew up here, went to Baldwin High School. He was on the championship basketball team in 2006. And it's home. It's how we fit into the community here, and it's what we love.
So
for me, being a part of my job, I worked initially at the Maui Police Department. Now I'm at the County of Maui. I do IT work, information technology work, and I'm also involved heavily in my labor union, which is Hawaii Government Employees Association, HGEA. I'm currently the state president of my unit, which is Unit 13, Scientific and Professional Members. And I'm also the Maui Owl Division chair for Unit 13. And I served on the board of directors for 2 terms, which gave me a good opportunity to understand what representing is all about. So I've been representing HGA on a statewide basis for a long time now. And it's very good experience, very good experience for what I'm running for.
Right.
That's to be the state rep for this district, District 8.
So in organizing people and working with the union and working in county government, what have you learned about how government operates, how to respond to the community? How's that going to influence what the work that you do?
Well, I think it's been a good experience, a good learning experience, because you understand about budgets, putting together budget. When I worked for the county as the IT and I was the identification and record section manager, and I had my budget, which is in the millions, that I had to prepare. I had to manage throughout the year and watch my expenditures, make sure I stayed within budget. And that's what government is about, is being responsible to the people that you represent and the people who are really paying for what you do. So it's really important, I think, to have that experience to understand what I'm getting into. And I think I'm well prepared for that.
Okay. So you're running for the seat that was vacated by Joe Suki after sexual harassment allegations.
That's correct.
And you're running against a field of men. And I know that in your bio on your website you talk about how you were the first female in certain positions, job positions. So how does that perspective influence who you want to be at the Capitol? What is the status of women and why?
Well, when you look at the state ledge right now, there are 51 member representatives, and currently there are only 15 women. And we need to have more women, because who understands the needs of women other than another woman? And I feel that my experience is being in leadership roles, I understand and know how to connect with other women, to understand what are their concerns, what are their needs, and to make sure that they get represented and make sure their needs are met through the means that are made available to us as representatives. And right now, it's kind of scary for women, because all of our rights that have been fought for over the years, since the 60s, they're being lost. This federal government is trying to reverse all of those gains that we've had, and I really want to make sure that on a state level, we do our best to protect those rights for women. And when I say rights, I'm talking just equality in our pay, I'm talking about reproductive rights, and just things that are important to us. But what I tell women too is that we have to change the conversation that everything that goes on in government is really about women too. We can't just put ourselves in a box and say only this is our concerns. We have to be concerned about everything because everything affects us, the same as it does everyone else in the community. And I'm also concerned about the LGBTQ community because they're also under attack. And we have to speak up and protect the people that are underrepresented and that need our voice. So that's what I'm here to do, is to represent those people and to make sure that they're heard.
And talking about the people that you represent, what would you say are like the three main concerns of people in your district that you would bring to the legislature?
Well, when canvassing, going door to door, knocking, and talking with people, the thing that you hear most often is the need for more affordable housing. I mean, truly affordable housing. We have people who are working multiple jobs, they are not earning living wages, and they need shelter. One of the basic human necessities of life is shelter. And it's not within reach for too many of our families here. So we often hear that word tossed around, but I think we have to get real about it, get real about the conversation, and make sure that when developments come along, they're not at market rates, but they're at rates that people here can afford, our working class people. They deserve that. And they deserve living wages as well to make them be able to afford the things that you need to live here.
So do you support raising the minimum wage?
I support a living wage. And there's a difference between minimum wage and living wages. What do you need to survive? What do you need to pay for your housing needs and your grocery needs? Because we all know that we live in a very expensive environment here. But we have a very thriving state economy. So there's no need for our people to be struggling the way they do. And I really advocate for providing them with the wages that they need.
Thanks for joining us today, Mary. We're at the banyan tree. It's time to say goodbye. But please remember to vote in the primary August 11th, the general election November 6th.
Thank you. Bye, Wailuku. Vote for Mary.